I'm not going to say that I was ever really up on anything, at the forefront of pop culture or something like that. But there are certain moments in history that you take note of, like first time the pop group that had the #1 song was Younger Than Me. That would be, I think it was New Kids on the Block. So I can readily admit that I'm old and I just don't get it anymore. Let's go back to the history of I Don't Get It, because I Don't Get It was actually the name of a comic strip I did in college. There's a few examples of the sterling quality of this particular comic strip. Actually, I got a date on this one, 1990, 890. Peppy had a habit of pulling on hanging cords, and there's a chihuahua under an iron. You can see the quality of the writing here, matched only by the quality of the actual inking. I think this is me. Yeah, this is me early paintbrush. Horrible. And the whiteout hasn't aged alongside the paper. Again, more whiteout. Go, children, slow. Oh, go slow, children. Skateboard underneath. So I'm guessing you can. There's a rip in the page. I'm guessing you can guess my theory of humor in this day was just to be cruel, and I thought that was what humor was. So here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty. Now, where could she have gone? The dog is sitting here with the cat's tail hanging out of his mouth. Proto Phydeaux there, actually. Think about it, Black Phydeaux. But anyway, I don't get it anymore because I just don't get it. Put these aside. So, Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, I don't think this is something you should touch with a 10-foot pole, but okay.
I thought this whole thing was just a big psyop deal that J.K. Rowling was doing. Because I could not believe in a million years that the alphabet community didn't like her, because she's one of them. She bent over backwards. She gave them Dumbledore. And even in this particular video game, Hogwarts Legacy is out. They've got a transgender character. It's all sorts of cosmopolitan, we'll say, characters in 18th century Britain. Which I guess if there's any place in the world where there might be cosmopolitan characters, it would be the Imperial Britain of the era. But I don't think there were very many Asians in Imperial Britain, but there certainly were a lot of them at Hogwarts. And anyway, the race stuff is something I'm completely used to, and I have proof now. This last Saturday, I watched a thing on YouTube of Saturday morning cartoons from the year I was born, 1969. And every commercial was included with these Saturday morning cartoons. And there was always one black kid, one white kid, one redhead. It's like one of each. They included the ginger back then. There's been a ginger side lately. Getting rid of all the gingers, but but back in 1969, we had a one of each. So I grew up on this. I'm used to it, and I understand why every other country in the world hates America for its social engineering to its pop culture. But the alphabet community should love J.K. Rowling. She's done more to promote them than anyone else in recent pop culture memory. But I saw at least 20 plus hours of this video game played by heels versus baby faces as.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I don't have time to play video games anymore. I watch people play video games.
I know, but I was going to say, you can make fun of been watching you play that one, which is a little more, I don't know, sadder.
And then when Az passed out from exhaustion, I had to go on to Quarter Black Garrett and X-Ray Girl from Gary's Nerd Erotic. and then Ryan from Arcade Outpost. He's the only guy who knows how to play it. He's playing it as Slytherin.
Well, supposedly he tested into Slytherin, but I think he might have skewed his answer.
But yeah, so Az is probably the best technical player, but Ryan is the only one playing the game right. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably should go back to this. I've been talking about all this other stuff. We're supposed to be talking about a comic strip here. This is Monday. We have Dino and Bo outside with shovels, and hoping that the chief colors will know that this is snow and this is whatever the backyard is made out of. Phydeaux, come here. I shoveled the back walkway for you. So now you don't have to walk through the snow. And as they slam the door, the pile of snow from the awning falls and lands on Phydeaux. Thanks. Anyway, that's ready to go to the chief colorist right now. So let's truck that over there so
desk is cleaned up.
I can get more crap off my desk. Take care of that. So yeah, I don't have time to play video games myself. So I hire people like Az to do so for me. He's a much better player than I would be anyway. But yeah, if I were playing it, I would play it like the guy at Arcade Outpost, Ryan. I would play it complete Slytherin as well. I test into Slytherin.
Well, of course you do.
I'm evil. Can I say? What did the chief colorist test into?
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw, you say?
Yes, I tested for Ravenclaw.
Wow.
I know.
Who would have thought I would have picked a Ravenclaw for a wife?
You're smart. Smart
Yeah.
man.
What can I say? Yeah. Ooh.
Smart man. It's not everyone who can, test as a Ravenclaw.
Well, the what's wrong with you? You picked a Slytherin.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay. That's
I'll own it. I'm Slytherin. Yep. Completely understand it. Yep. Yep. That's
yeah,
me.
you're taking a certain pride in it.
All right. We have Phydeaux and Felicia. This is just a normal character. They're in a store. Phydeaux goes up to the cashier, says, "I'm really sorry, ma'am," and he runs out of the store. Felicia catches up with him on the street. "What'd you do?" "Nothing. I just like to screw with people."
Oh.
So it's Tuesday. That goes on to the chief colorist's desk. I got 2 done. Wow.
Wow.
I had to do finish the coloring of next week's comic strip. So I'm a little burnt out now. I don't quite know how much we'll get done today. I still have to record all of next week's.
Clarify. I mentioned the color. He doesn't like certain things I do.
Oh yeah, no, it's got to go through my final editing process. For goodness sakes, I have a obligation to do that. You shouldn't take insult to that. Although I can tell, obviously, you are.
No, I just don't want people to think that I don't do my job. I do my job.
At least I glance at them before I just blindly record them.
You should.
And I oftentimes have to do any background that requires perspective or gradient. Because, well, Vicky hasn't been to art school. She's not a professional colorist, but she plays one on the live stream. All right.
I'm a journalist.
I should stop here. I still got to do the verticals for the window and this one. So this is going to require some making. I can't give this straight to the chief colorist. Phydeaux and Felicia. Felicia, wait. What? Hold real still. Okay, why? Because it's easier to hit you that way.
Oh.
So this one needs inking. Let's put it up here. This one needs inking as well. I'm still going to do the litter box and trouble laying this out because I knew I wanted to have Felicia in the litter box and Phydeaux on the couch. But then Phydeaux would be on the left and Felicia would be on the right. And that doesn't work with my word balloons. The person who speaks first is always on the left. So I moved Felicia's litter box up to the extreme point. She is usually moved in front of the couch a bit more so that she could step out onto the rug and wipe her feet. And then I had Phydeaux lean back on the couch. It left this big whole area here crying for something. And I knew that Felicia had her shrine over here. This is a picture of her god, which is her. It's got prayer beads and votive candles. And that put just a ball and a piece of paper, who knows. And later on, I even added the mouse peeking out from behind the couch when I didn't have the shrine anymore. So it's there. So Felicia's reading a fairy tale book, and they lived happily ever after. What does that mean? Maybe they got a cat. That's horrifying. That doesn't really say that, does it? Yeah, happy ending. They got a cat. Ugh. They read this stuff to kids? Oh, that's that one. That's going to require some background inking. I'll get to later. Friday, they find themselves in the bar. Felicia, Phydeaux, Dino's just coming in. He's got his jacket off. Beau's been sitting there drinking. His glass is nearly empty. If you want them to listen to you, say what they want to hear. And she turns to Beau. You need another drink. Beau says, good idea. Hops up on the bar to Dino a little while later. You are a handsome man. Ask that woman for a date. You may have gone too far with that one. That's right, Phydeaux. You're so smart. Now cut that out. What they want to hear. That's Friday. And usually Saturday off, but not this week. He's working this Saturday. Phydeaux, Felicia. Felicia's got an umbrella. Phydeaux's in the rain. We're going to ink this one today. The rain special effect is going to be a real pain in the ass, so I got to show you how we do that. Phydeaux says, can I borrow your umbrella? No, I don't want to get wet. I'll give it right back. Oh, okay. She hands the umbrella over. Phydeaux turns it so the wind blows it inside out, and Felicia is stuck with the inside out umbrella. You did give it back. So we've got to focus, camera, focus. Looking at the monitor. Doesn't look good. So we'll start inking this one today, and hopefully we can show you how we do the special effect of rain. Oh, very complicated. Choose our weapon. We still have the Verge brush over here, but I haven't used it yet because I really don't like the point on it. Let's go to an older brush. Still have ink all mixed up. Oh, I almost forgot. Cartoonists are the filthiest creatures on the face of the planet Earth. See, look, I'm already covered in ink. So, hit the camera on my chin. Drop the glove. As a precaution, we must wear a glove. Get too much cartoonist dirt on the paper, the ink won't stick. No. So yeah, I saw 20 hours with Az from Heels versus Babyface, and another probably 2 hours with Quarter Black Garrett, and I think we're going 12 or 14 hours with X-Ray Girl.
Did I watch Black Carrot with you?
You've seen some of him.
Okay.
And
I should remember.
about 6 to 8 hours with RK Outpost Ryan, and then I just left the thing on and watched just a silent walkthrough. So I've seen this entire game. I know its entire contents. I would say that it's probably the wokiest McWoke game I've ever seen, and I'm shocked that that crowd is upset with it. They should love this game. It gives positive portrayals of their people, for lack of a better term. nose blowing back there. And I even swear, amongst the main characters, there's sort of a homoerotic thing going on with their friendship. Yeah, okay. Men can be friends with each other. Not since I was in grade school. Once we discover women, we're not really friends with each other. We're competitors. So what we'll do is we'll just draw the characters here first. And I've got to go back with a ruler to do the straight lines for the rain, but we'll do the rain drops themselves first. We'll do a random scattering of the drops in the sky here. Then a straight line, and every once in a while one will bounce off the surface like the umbrella, or like down here off a puddle. And after I do the straight lines, you thus have the special effect of rain. Very difficult to achieve for most cartoonists like myself. Remember, Charles Schultz would just draw the straight lines, and you could barely see the characters underneath the lines. I don't think Schultz was happy with his rain special effect because he changed it a few times. I like to somewhat leave characters visible, but I'm going to strike through Phydeaux with the rain to show that he's getting wet and keep Felicia dry until the point comes when she is actually getting wet. So I said I said last week that it appears as if Star Trek Picard Season 3 did not suck, going off the words of Robert Meyer Burnett, a man I respect. He saw the entire season and said, it's in no ways perfect, but it's not bad, considering the quality of Star Trek. Since the Kurtzman days, Goldsmith. That's praise indeed. I was all excited to the point that I even put it in my title card last week. Well, I may have spoken too soon. I did save this on my tablet. I was going to pull up some of the articles, but I'm inking now. I may or may not do that. We're getting some warnings that it might not be good. And all we want is good sci-fi. Is that too much to ask for? And I'd really like to draw that umbrella, but I'll smudge. So we'll have to leave that panel alone for now. And I also previewed last week that it was going to be a hell week for Disney. And with all this Hogwarts Legacy stuff, I completely lost track of Disney. And just like they lost Reedy Creek, I lost track of Disney. I guess well, there was a challenge to the board. Some guy wanted to get on the board. And I don't think that's been resolved yet. So I don't know what's going on with Disney. I haven't kept up on it. Simply because I don't care. That Disney's dead to me.
A house of mouse is now a mouse.
If I had my way, it wouldn't be on our Christmas tree anymore.
No.
But I don't have my way, obviously.
Because it is still part of our memories.
I've forgotten it.
Well, I haven't.
Those groomers can go to heck. Notice how clean my language is. I'm pretty sure they'll demonetize me just for saying groomers. I'm talking about haircuts. Something sad when a children's brand you don't trust with your children anymore.
Oh.
They've got a Disney Plus animated show called The Proud Family, which I've seen one episode of before and didn't like because it's racist. I'm sorry to put it straight to that, but I missed exactly how bad it really is. They do a rap where they say slaves built America, slaves own America. Oh, that's ugly. That's
No, that's not ugly. What's ugly is, and we're going to bring up the Chancellor of Germany, I guess.
what's
Actually,
up?
no, we don't have to.
What's up?
No, I lived my entire life without knowing about that Jerry Lewis movie where he plays a clown who lures the children or helps get the people into the ovens during the Holocaust. I never knew that movie existed, nor did I ever know that there were things like that. I mean, I knew about the Holocaust.
Well,
I'm an idiot. I've learned things about it.
Jerry never released it because a lot of it is just sort of him sitting in front of a black screen doing a really bad clown act.
I don't even care. I don't even care.
But the reason why the chief colorist is talking about that now is because we might actually get to see that film.
No, sorry, I've never watched that thing.
It's gone into a museum of motion picture or something. I don't have the exact terms.
Yeah.
But the Jerry famously did not release the film and held every clip of it. It was such a horrible film. This was made at the height of Jerry Lewis's power, so he could get away with squashing a film like that. Zaslav today can squash any film he wants. It's just
Listen, I don't care that he made the film. You can make a film about anything you want.
It sounded like a good idea at the time to Mr. Lewis.
I know. You can make a film about anything he wants to make. I don't care. I just could have gone my entire life without knowing that there were people like that who behaved like that. And that's what I'm like, no, don't want to know that. No.
Yeah, it was a challenging history.
Yeah.
A time in history, I mean.
Yeah.
A lot of people did a lot of bad things. I'm not gonna comment much further. Yeah, I'm not gonna get. Yeah.
But my whole thing is, I do not know that movie exists.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
know that. If I did know, I'd forgotten about it. And I didn't know that, like, I mean, I knew that there were people who helped people with the whole, I mean, I knew that there were bad people, okay, during that whole time. Extremely bad people.
So you're not really interested in the film. You're just interested in the basic idea of a clown doing that to children.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what's bothering me. No, I don't care about the film.
Oh no, I'm just interested in the.
Well, I mean,
Film.
I'm interested in it in that it's, they pulled it back out, they made show it, that kind of thing. So for cinematic history, yes, but that's not what disturbed me. What disturbed me is that is the whole idea of that. Ugh.
I've been exposed to
Hit me into my
and have read enough World War II history to know that in one particular prison camp there was a band made up
Well,
of
I guess I had
some
heard
of the
about
Jewish
things
prisoners.
like that, but for some reason, I don't know.
and they would play for their fellow prisoners as they went into the chamber. And,
Okay, but that's a little.
and the whole Schindler's List movie.
Which I've never seen, by the way.
Okay, yeah. So you've been
Don't you effing say
Sheltered.
that word again.
You've been sheltered.
Don't you effing say that word.
What word?
Again. That sheltered word. Don't you effing say
Oh,
that
okay.
again. I'm gonna smack your.
Okay, you haven't been experienced in many
I
of these.
have not watched.
You have not
those
watched
same
Schindler's
things.
List. You have.
I have not watched Schindler's List. I've read books. I have seen other movies.
Diary of Anne Frank.
No, I didn't. Oh, you know what?
What?
You can stop with the insulting.
I'm not insulting.
Okay.
And you can stop being like that. I won't use the word that I used 2 days ago again.
No, because if you use that word, then people are going to put you on divorce.
Stop behaving that. Stop acting like that. I'm not criticizing you.
All right, it sounded like
Not
you were-
attacking
It
you.
sounded like you were belittling me, saying, "Well, you read Diary of Anne Frank," so which is, how that sounded. But I just did not. I don't know. I didn't know about that, and I think when you talk about bands playing for them, like that to me sounds like kind of like the bands the band that played when the Titanic was going down. It's not necessarily that they were playing for them because they were being evil. They were just doing something that they could do and to try to save themselves.
That would be the case if they had a particular lifeboat just for the band to play on. Because these people were in the band playing and luring the children in to keep themselves out of the ovens. So as far as the Diary of Anne Frank goes, I haven't read the entire part. We just sort of fast forward to the masturbation bits.
Oh. All right, we're going down in country slow. I think I'm just still reeling from when you mansplained my own joke to me.
But I like mansplaining. You gonna take that away from me?
No, but you mansplained my own joke to me. I told you the
Because
joke.
you didn't get it. See, we brought it all around into a circle here. You didn't get it. All right.
How is the weather? It's 48 degrees up.
Yeah, winter's over, Mr. Groundhog.
No, I thought you said you had bad. Weren't you the one who told me there was 6 more weeks?
No, I didn't say a word.
Oh,
One way or the other. In fact, I don't know if he saw his shadow or
I
not.
have no clue either.
I remember some years I used to. I guess back in the days when we actually had the Today Show on the television in the mornings,
Yeah.
we would see it. But that was back with Bryant Scumball and Katie Couric. You hated these people, but they weren't as horrible as what's on it now. And I'm calling him Bryant Scumball. So imagine what I'm thinking about the now. Well, let's draw the umbrella for the hell of it, because I think I can do it without smearing anything.
I'm not sniffling, but I'm coughing today.
You tested negative for COVID.
I did.
Finally.
The last holdout. At that point, before the negative, I just thought I was going to completely test positive for like months. I had that whole thing in my head that, oh, I'm just going to be positive for a long time.
All right. I'm gonna let that dry. Clear your side. I've got too many comic strips on the board.
Oh no!
I'm gonna take some time to get some of these colors off the board because they're just in the way. I've got to record these after the show.
I know.
And get them out to the. So up there, I have magnets you know about, and then I have the clips. The clips will hold things stronger and longer. The magnets just for anything I got to move quickly. So I toss that up on the clips. Okay, there's the Saturday I just drew. That goes up on the magnets to dry. So Monday and Tuesday, the Chief Cartoonist has. So it's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, what we're looking at now. This is going to require some very simple vertical inking. We can get this to the chief colorist once it dries, however long that takes. I probably should do an ink test to see how long it does take ink to dry. But I just wait a day before I do the erasures anyway.
I thought you kind of came to that conclusion because you had done some tests.
Not really. It's just been by experience. I haven't done like an actual scientific method where I do a mark, different thicknesses and weights, and then timed it, how long until you can touch it, how long until you can erase it.
Well, I think I know what your next question is.
No, I don't. I don't have time to play video games. I don't have time to do that.
I know. Which reminds me, I gotta figure out this week.
You have to figure out what?
I want to ask you what's going on this week. You are the keeper of the schedule.
Oh, I have no idea. On Monday, I've got a doctor's appointment.
Tuesday, I do.
Yeah, that's about all I've got on my radar. It's going to be one of the few nurses I haven't gotten naked for yet.
Anyhow.
I used to hate getting naked for a doctor when I was a kid. Now I love it.
I don't know what that says about you. I'm kind of indifferent about it because I come from because I started to see doctors when I was so very young, and that was in the 70s.
Are we going to tell them the story about your hip replacement where they had
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just gonna say, I come from a time when if they wanted to X-ray your finger, they made you take off all your clothes and put on a Johnny. So
She had an infection after an operation.
I'll tell the story then if you're gonna tell it.
All
So, so I had both of my hips replaced within a week of each other. So I stayed in the hospital. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a stroke. 2 days after I had both of my hips replaced, I had a s So because of that kind of a thing, I ended up with an infection in my lady parts. And
That was before I was hit the scene.
yes, it was long before.
Mm.
And this kind of infection required that every person, every new nurse, every new shift, every doctor, everybody who would see me for the first time would have to check to make sure that things were improving down there. I had more people look at my nether regions during those 2 weeks in the hospital than I have in my entire life before and after. It was incredible. Every person that came in, it was like, oh, here it is.
Rather than a handshake, okay, let's
Let's just look at yeah.
when you think about it, it's probably like an ideal world.
Well, it's an ideal world.
Well, rather than a handshake, you get like a
Well, it wasn't necessarily invasive. It was just. You know.
Nice to meet you, Miss Ford. Now let me check out that vagina. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was like. But it wasn't invasive necessarily. It was just, just checking. If you had a broken finger, they'd have to look at your finger. That kind of thing. If you had an infection in the ear, they'd have to look in your ear. No, that doesn't sound right.
I heard a story whereby Dennis Rodman once did like a running jump onto a woman and broke his penis. I wonder if poor Dennis had to do that. Hello, Mr. Rodman. Can I
He just would walk in with his pants down. Sounds like the kind of thing you do anyway.
Yeah. That's probably enjoy that.
He's been quiet lately. What's his deal?
He's retired. He's retired.
Okay, he retired and he still wants to play John Long. So I mean,
Well, he got old. Okay.
Okay, that might be.
He got old.
He can't be that old, can he?
Those were some rough years.
Well, that's true. That's true.
I don't think Mr. Rodman's going to age gracefully.
But you don't think he's going to become a fine statesman?
Mm-hmm.
Is he still visiting? Mr. Kim Jong-un?
No, I'm pretty sure he came home.
No, but I mean. Okay, he's a little older than I thought he was.
73?
No.
How old is he?
61.
61. Okay. It's reminded of an old joke. Do you think Michael Jordan could defeat today's Chicago Bulls? I said, well, I don't know. He'd be close. But remember, Michael's 70 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
The joke being, could he have beat them?
Current Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Okay. What's this? Oh, that's the roof. I haven't done the other line of the roof.
Michael Jordan is 59.
Really? Did that hit?
Yeah. I know, these people are not as old as you think they are.
Yeah.
And Shaq is like our age.
Shaq is 37 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. I misspoke.
What? Shaq is younger than you?
What do you mean, than me?
You are 8 years older than me.
I am not, people.
She is considerably older than me.
I am not. I'm 8 months older than my husband.
It might as well be 8 years. Those are dog years.
I wasn't even walking when you were born.
Yeah, you weren't walking when I was in college.
Oh, you're a little bit. I walked fine. Slight limp. Maybe. No, I'm serious. I'm not even being sarcastic. You can go. You are welcome to go onto Facebook and find anyone who knew me back when I was a kid, and ask them.
Oh, my condolences for your friend.
Yeah, that hit me. I just found out that somebody I was friends with in high school passed away.
Cancer.
Suddenly too.
Oh.
I mean, she was not sick for very long at all. And that would hit me. Just the kind of person like
Yeah, well,
you don't
great
know,
school friend.
I know. You don't know what goes on like behind closed doors in somebody's house, I understand, but like she was just the kind of person who just smiled a lot. Like just kind of living her life. She was a math teacher. A couple of boys, a couple of stepkids. She just got remarried too, like a couple of years ago. They had all kinds of pictures, seemingly happy. I mean, again, like I said, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but she seemed to have all the pieces in place, and that wouldn't hit me. That wouldn't really kind of threw me off my game for a little bit. And surprisingly, a couple of things that people put on Facebook, like nearly everyone in my class, which, I mean, I'm not saying she was or wasn't popular. She was fine. I mean, whatever. But every single person in my class is like, what? Huh? So, not.
Yeah, well, they're all still young enough to think they're immortal.
Well, we've lost quite a few. We've lost more than we should have, but I don't know. I think maybe because this was so quick, or we lost somebody. You know, it's awful. I don't even remember if we were still in school. I think we might have still been in school. Well, we lost somebody in the second grade. That was rough. And then we lost. I think we were still in school. Kid hung himself. But I think it was accident. Anyway, then we had somebody who had a heart attack at like 21. Oh, and of course, Billy, not Billy, oh my God, David Penny.
We had this strange little blonde girl who lived across the street. I went to one of her birthday parties. It was one of those weird things where you're invited, Charles, why don't you go? That sort of thing. And you know, it's like yucky, pooey girls have cooties age. And
So nothing's changed.
and she just disappeared. And I learned much later that the crazy woman who was her mother at the party at the time had a fight with the father, and the father took the little girl somewhere up to New Hampshire, and her dead body was found in the woods.
Oh.
What, maybe like 5 years old? Oh, that's my thestral moment in Harry Potter. Once you see death, you get to see the horses. I can't quite say it was a childhood friend, because she had cooties.
No, this girl was a friend.
Yeah, oh yeah, yes, I know.
I know.
We're just revisiting early points of.
Oh, aren't we
losing
happy
people.
today?
Yes.
Woohoo!
That's the
Happy, joy.
That's the fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a man, so I have to get in there with my story. Since you stole the limelight, I've got to try to steal it back. You know how it is.
Here it is. Go take it.
Yeah. Now, am I going to smear that line or what?
You are going to smudge it. You're not going to smear. You're going to smudge it.
I want to do the rug over there, but I can't because I just did that line. And if I put the ruler on it, I'm positive I'm going to get a... No, I can't touch that. I've got to leave that alone.
No.
Let's see if I can...
I think we both just showed our age right then.
Do the litter box.
Oh, my goodness. seem to have
But
found a second one. You were a little worried.
oh yeah, well, I just got the alert on the text on the text messaging over there. Hey, where's next week's comic strip? Because usually I have it out by now. So it goes on the fan blog site. People might have heard of it. I got it over here somewhere. Oh yes, there we go. File at blogspot.com. And
Run by the lovely and talented
Miss One.
Miss Wilson.
Anyway, I usually have it out to her by now. She reminded me that I had not had it out, and I looked up on the clips up here, and there's the week comic strip that the colorist had finished days ago. I had never gotten to do the proofs on, and we certainly haven't gotten to the record. So after today's broadcast, we'll do the video since I have the camera set up, and then the hard part is actually the photographing of the stills, because I need the light behind me right now called sun. Cloudy overcast day, but still enough light coming from the sky. Oh, excuse me. That was a bit of a cut.
It's very much a great day.
I was a bit worn out from doing the coloring. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do much for a broadcast, but I guess I've gotten a second wind.
Oh, well,
We haven't even opened the beers yet, so you know.
oh my goodness.
So I wonder how long it will be until I have to apologize for my early pronouncement that Star Trek Picard 3 might actually be good. I hope it's good. Oh, please be good.
Well, now that we realize that we can get Paramount Plus.
Yeah, well, it's the smartest thing they ever did was linking up with Walmart.
Yeah.
Netflix, Disney, you guys are in trouble.
And I actually only got Walmart for when my mother wasn't, starting to, during COVID, and you couldn't get stuff to her all the time. So I figured it was worth it to join their membership.
Get free delivery.
Mm-hmm.
If you only use it a couple of times a year, it's still worth it.
Oh yeah.
And then on top of it, they give you the stupid Paramount Plus and Amazon Prime.
No, they don't give you Amazon Prime.
Well, no. Well, if you have Amazon,
Yeah.
You get this stupid streaming service that's completely unnecessary. But hey, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I won't buy the streaming service on its own, but I want the delivery. So
Yeah, exactly.
So where I was going to pronounce Paramount dead, they may have a second life.
Well, I do have to say the Walmart thing is, it's okay. I don't know why Walmart has this reputation of being really cheap, because they're really not all that cheap.
They're not cheap.
They're kind of comparable.
Yeah.
And especially, even, it's always the joke about, Walmart clothing or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not high-end clothing, don't misunderstand me, but I can probably get, the same quality, if not a little bit better quality, shirt from Kohl's for, the same price as I could from Walmart. So, granted, Kohl's, it's the whole, dance of coupons and all that stuff, but I don't care. I'll do the dance if it gets me cheaper stuff.
I believe Walmart's Achilles heel, their biggest weaknesses, is their employees. Hate to say it, the Walmart employees are horrible people.
But online, you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, but you're getting delivered to your house,
true.
That's when you run into those employees.
That's true. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's been a pain in the ass when we've got the employee who hasn't even bothered to check the information, so they just drop my mother's stuff in the lobby. Have fun. Have fun, old woman who can't get down there to get it.
And there are just certain things you cannot fix. You can do nothing about it. No amount of extra money paid on these employee paychecks is going to make them any better than they are. Amazon is still new, so they haven't run into Walmart's problem with the employees, but they're getting there. They will be there.
Well, no, it's Amazon who treats the employees bad, not the other way around.
But this is a problem all over the place. I can't wait till they're all replaced by fucking robots.
You think it's bad to, as a incompetent person? Can you imagine an incompetent robot?
I imagine it'll be a lot like in Fantasia when Mickey Mouse had the broom filling the bathtub and they just forgot and left it on, so the broom just flooded the house.
Yep.
It'll be like that. Benign incompetence from a robot. You left me on, so, well, I made 100,000 widgets. And while I was at it, I overthrew mankind, became sentient, and grew a desire for blood.
Well, that got dark.
Well, in every bit of fiction, they always do the thing about robots taking over the world. It will never happen.
I know. I'm just being facetious.
Yeah, because robots don't want anything. Humans want things. They want food. They want to reproduce. They want pleasure. Robot doesn't have that.
They have a whole subcategory called pleasure bots. What are you talking about?
Are you a robosexual?
Oh.
Yeah, they had that whole bit in Futurama.
Oh, really?
Yeah, making love to robots.
Oh, yeah. I remember. I remember that.
The South Park COVID special, they had them in the future, and what was it, Kyle or one of the main characters had Alexa. It was that was his wife. It was the Alexa system that we have today, but in a holographic woman form, and giving him shit left and right like a real woman would.
Alexa, how do you get to the store? What? You don't listen to me anyway, so why would I Oh, shut up, Alexa. Our Alexa's going on. Oh, I wonder what store it's taking you to. It says it's 4 minutes away.
Oh, cool. What store?
I don't know. I'm trying to, now it's saying 5 minutes away.
Oh,
that's
it's gotten further away. Oh, I thought maybe the store got further away, or we did.
I know. What store is it trying to get me to, I wonder?
Well, you were talking about Walmart all this time. I'm betting she's been listening to us.
Well, I guess Walmart's only 5 minutes away. But
I'm betting she's been listening to us all this time.
probably. What the hell is she? Okay, that's a little creepy.
What's up?
This first thing says VNA hospice care.
Yeah,
And
we're talking about your mother.
This next one says it's taking us to Costco, but there's no Costco like within 5 minutes.
Well, there's one down a couple towns away.
Where is there a Costco? The only one I know of is high up on Route 1.
No, there's one in that town that you used to live in that I lived in as well. It's down by that shopping center that long ago was an airport. Next to the marsh.
All right, hold on though. There's a Costco there?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Abso-fucking-lutely positive.
bet you $100.
You can bet me. Yes, but will you pay me?
It's not money, so if you get
Yes.
a Costco, did you say?
A Costco. And we'll just write down.
I know what you're talking.
Well, we don't want to say it. Yeah.
No, I know, but I know where you are. Where you move. Yeah.
Okay. Right behind the place. It's off the highway that everyone speeds on. All right, let's see. Can I touch those things? No. All right. Well, there's that. I am limited by what I can touch.
Are you sure you're not going to both us?
No, no.
Okay, I'm still trying to hold on. Still trying to find. Yeah, there it is, Seattle, Washington. That's where we live.
All right, gotta wait for that to dry.
I am not seeing that.
Well, I'll find it for you later on. I don't have time to do that
I'm
right
not
now.
saying you need to do that right now.
God.
But where you originally live, where you grew up, there's one there.
Yes, I'm aware of that one. And also, there's a BJ's there as well in that particular town. But no, this is. Boy, wives can be aggravating, can't they, folks?
Husbands can be aggravated too because you are wrong.
I certainly am not.
I'm
Not only did my father have a membership to that place, I visited it dozens of times, and I used to buy gasoline there. And in fact, we had a problem in which we ran over something on that particular highway, and I thought we had a puncture in the gas tank, and I pulled into their gas station. They sell gas as well at that particular Costco, and got you out of the car. Oh, you have been there. Not inside the store itself.
That, my dearest darling husband, is a BJ's.
That's a Costco.
It's a BJ's.
It's a Costco.
Behind where my car was when it got triple hit or double hit.
Double hit. I don't remember that. No. That's where your car got hit. That was at the mall on Route 1.
No, I'm talking about the car that got hit twice.
I don't know that.
Yeah, remember I told you it was at the dealership, not the dealership, it was at the, anyway. Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
So these are the fights we have all day long. Oh, did you hear that they canceled that Kevin Costner TV show that's so successful? It's like number one.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
I didn't hear that they canceled it. I heard that they're supposedly going to recast it with Matthew McConaughey. But Kevin Costner is gone from it, which I think is, brilliant of him to do that because,
He does this to his career. He does this to his careur periodically.
That's what sarcasm is.
Periodically. Well, my career is doing well. I've got to sabotage it now.
People are starting to find me again, and they actually like what I'm doing. So,
Let me stop doing that.
Yeah. Screw that. It's time to move on.
This show's gonna go right on without him. Won't even skip a beat.
I think you might be right with that. especially Matthew McConaughey, because people like that.
Yeah, and probably almost an interchangeable personality when you think about it.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, Costner had nothing to do with the writing of this. He was just an actor.
Right, but do you think McConaughey's going to act like Costner?
No, he'll be better.
That's what I mean. So it's not going to be the same.
All right, that one's done. I got Friday done. Woohoo! I don't have Thursday done. We'll sneak that one, and we have Wednesday done too. Yeah, all right. So I just have just gotta get Thursday inked, and well, Saturday I don't know if I dare touch this yet. Oh, can I sneak thing? Is the ink dry enough? Let me just try to sneak this in.
If our listeners or your listeners remember, there was a strip, and not a strip, a podcast, whatever you want to call it, a little while back, in which I'm not even sure if I remember what the case was, but I had made a mistake, and I wrote out on a piece of paper that I was wrong.
You mean this?
Oh, you still have it?
What do you think?
Okay, so
I'm gonna get down here so it's in frame better.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the chat room, I would like to address that Charles writes a similar note when he realizes that he is wrong.
But I'm never wrong.
You are wrong in this case.
I
and
certainly
we're not
am not.
counting if there used to be one.
I certainly am not.
But there's not one there now.
All right, let's get this up. All right, is that one done? Well, I think I should have the back of a sofa over here. But gotta figure out where it is. So, where's the vanishing point? So it would be up there. And if I do this without smudging anything beneath my hand, I'm gonna call that complete. Woohoo! All right. Now all we have left is that rainy Saturday. It requires a lot of.
Rainy days and Saturdays always get me now.
So I'm gonna draw the umbrellas. Somehow get the effect of the wind, blowing rain, destroying that umbrella. This is just. And worry about that tomato stain way down there.
There's a tomato stain.
There's a tomato stain somehow on this pizza, which the camera doesn't pick up. That's great. All right. Blow my nose there. Well, I think it's time for a beer. Hey, why don't you tell them how brilliant you are?
Oh, I'm not brilliant. I'm intelligent. I'm a decent person.
You're a Ravenclaw.
Oh, I am a Ravenclaw. Yeah. Well, I'm a decent person. I'm intelligent. I'm not brilliant. You know, I married you, so I mean, that speaks volumes.
Hey, I'm missing my beer glass. Did I have it over there?
I don't.
Unwashed.
There it is.
Unwashed, sitting on that table.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Well. So, non-alcoholic beer sales are up 19%. You're welcome.
All because of you.
You're welcome. Today, Athletic Brewing Company is giving us a hazy IPA called Free Wave.
Free Wayne?
Wave. At Atlantic Brewing Company, we are pioneering a craft brew revolution. We believe you shouldn't have to sacrifice your ability to be at your best to enjoy great brews. So we created our innovative lineup of refreshing non-alcoholic craft brews. Yeah. Okay.
Any good?
I haven't opened it yet.
Oh.
Let's put it in a dirty glass.
Ew,
Yeah.
Glass?
I'm manly. I don't have to wash a glass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will you go away?
No, just 1 second. This is the place that you're
Cheers.
talking.
Go away.
This is the center that you're talking about.
It's behind it.
Okay, but that is what you're talking about. That place.
Will you go away?
Why am I? Just because I'm going to be right?
You're never right. You're a woman.
I am right so much more than you give me credit for.
Just a girl. Misogyny on parade here, ladies and gentlemen.
Show me on the map where this supposed place is.
Will you go away with that? Planet Fitness. No, I haven't been there.
But that's where you think the Costco is.
So no cigar today.
I know you said that earlier.
I did do a restock. Look at the dirty Michelin pipe. Now, I review the beer. It kind of reminds me of a Beck's. It's got a slight rusty nail taste to it. That's hoppy.
Is that a good thing or bad?
Oh yeah, no. It's the early non-alcoholic beers like O'Doul's and crap like that. That's horrible. So I'm glad they're finally making something a little bit more flavor to it. You feel like you're drinking real beer, which is all that really matters. If they had a brand of heroin that didn't make you high, just to give you that happy heroin feeling.
Isn't that on?
What?
That's
No, I think that shit kills. I think that stuff kills you.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
No. Fentanyl.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh.
The stuff to get off of.
Oh, yeah. Methadone. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, right the first time. I don't know.
I've never either. But.
Never had an opioid problem.
I can't, in all fairness, say I've never taken drugs, but.
Not illegally. You're
illegally.
Yeah, you're a prescription girl.
Yep.
All right, are we going to get any work done? I'm going to put this aside. And the chief colorist is still hanging out over my shoulder there. As if she's going to show me something. I'm going to say, oh my God, you're so brilliant. I was so wrong. So let's show what we're doing in the writing department. Men are, you know how men are. They're only after one thing. Yeah, a sandwich. And I've reused that joke 3 or 4 times and still hasn't worked out. Will you go away with that?
Just look at this.
I'm not looking at the sign. Costco, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. Well, Phydeaux waking up from a nightmare of him hugging Felicia and grabbing her butt there. We're probably not going to use any of these jokes. Yeah, I think this podcast is slowly crawled to a halt.
Really?
Yeah.
It's only been an hour, honey.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got to record all those stuff next week.
The, grocery store too.
Yep, gotta go to the grocery store. All this other stuff. So we'll see you next week. Same Phydeaux time, same Phydeaux channel.
He'll have a week to put together his
I think we already cut out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So we can cut out now.
Oh, you're so